God has been showing me, without me even knowing that this was linked to confidence, it's just been something that I've been experiencing, that I need to take my energy back from social media and take my energy back from men. Decenter men. Decenter men, 100%. Like, just, if you're not married, and even if you are, like, put your energy back onto yourself. Learn how to focus on you and focus on your health and your fitness, and again, your hobbies and things that you like, books that you like to read, shows that you want to binge. It doesn't matter. Put your energy back into you, and that in itself makes you extremely magnetic. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be discussing how confidence is key. I'm so excited. So I'm in a season in my life where God has been definitely healing my solar plexus and allowing for me to blossom more into a very authentic energy of confidence for myself. So life is cyclical, it's not linear, and what that means is there's no like step 1, step 2, step 3, okay, you do this and you just, like, you know how the bar graph goes like this? That's not how life is. Life is cyclical, and what that means is a lot of times we revisit things that we've already dealt with, experienced in our life. So we'll experience something and we'll do some healing work, or we'll address it in some way, however you do it, but then typically it comes back around, because that's just how life works. It's cyclical. So I've been doing inner work in all areas of life for about 7 years now, and confidence has definitely been an area. Like, I've definitely been working on my internal confidence, not based off of external validation, not based off of how attracted a man is to me, not based off of my sex life, not based off of anything other than me genuinely loving and enjoying and being confident in myself when it's just me. Or, you know, if I don't have anything else to rely on, I have to rely on myself to boost myself, to motivate myself, to encourage myself. Okay, so I'm in this season. Maybe it's because we just left Aries season, and you know, Aries, child, and their ego. So maybe it's just the season of healing that area of our lives. Because definitely I have been taken away a little bit more away from the ego and more of confidence, because that's two different things. Like, arrogance and confidence are two different things, right? So I felt myself being drawn away from that superficial, or like that inauthentic version of confidence, and into a more authentic version of confidence, which leads me into the first thing that I want to talk about when it comes to confidence, which is how authenticity is the highest vibration on this planet. Being authentically yourself. I know a lot of people tend to say that unconditional love is the highest vibration, but there's been studies done to show that actually unconditional love is the second highest vibration, and authenticity, being yourself, being genuinely who you are, no matter what other people think or whatever, that's the highest vibration. And honestly, like, when I took time to think about it, that makes a lot of sense, because even, you know, let's say for example, you have someone who's just doing them. Like, it doesn't matter if you agree with what they do, you don't agree with what they do. It doesn't matter if it's controversial. It doesn't matter what it is. They're in, you know, they consistently do these types of things and present themselves in this type of way because that's who they are. It tends to draw a lot of attention to them. Like, Donald Trump is an example, right? He's authentically always himself. Like, he's always him, and no matter how like flamboyant he is, he draws so much attention to himself. And that made me realize, like, it doesn't matter, you know, if something is good or bad, or what you do is good or bad, or anything like that, because, you know, pertaining to you being authentically yourself, because it's all perspective based anyway. Like, some people love him, right? Some people think that he's amazing. Some people can't stand him. And it doesn't matter if what you think he's doing is good or bad. All that matters is that that man is vibrating authentically as himself, and it's getting him somewhere, right? So, or it's gotten him somewhere. So that's definitely the first aspect of confidence that I've been waking up to. Is like, you got to be you. You got to be you, okay? And what that means for me, because I've definitely struggled with being authentically myself a lot of times. I'm laughing because I'm really quirky. Like, I'm really, really quirky. I have such a range of personality. God has been showing me recently, like, only you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, only you know your internal feelings, intentions, emotions. Only you know that. So, how can you allow for someone to talk you out of who you know that you are? Learn how to attune to who you authentically are. And this is definitely probably going to take a lot of inner work depending on what you've been through. A lot of us has been conditioned out of who we naturally were because, maybe you didn't have both of your parents around, and that made you feel like you needed to chase or convince someone to love you. So that part of your personality, that part of who you naturally are, shifted into you chasing people, or maybe you was taught to be a people pleaser. So now that's part of who you are, but that's not naturally who you are. You get what I'm saying? So that's where the inner work comes in, and just learning, like, who are you? Sit alone with yourself, and who are you? Like, what do you like? What are your hobbies? What makes you laugh? What makes you giggle? What are things that you find fun? What are things that you don't like? And don't compromise on those things. Like, if you don't like something and it's a non-negotiable for you, honestly, don't deal with it. And the people that love you and care about you, if they genuinely do, will support that for you. If they don't, then that's a red flag. So when it comes to confidence, something that I've definitely been learning recently is that you have to learn how to pour your energy into you, period. Especially as a woman. Like I said, obviously men can follow these tips too, but definitely as a woman, you need to learn how to focus on yourself. Like, you need to learn how to cut the external noise. Obviously, if you have children and they're young children, in my opinion, most of your energy and focus need to be on those kids. Like, but even in that, you still need to make sure that your energy is good and you're feeling pretty vibrant and everything. You know what I'm trying to say? So a lot of times as women, we are hormonally prone and also conditioned to focus on relationships and outsource our energy and focus on men and, you know, friends and everything but us. Like, we tend to overgive, especially when we're younger. We tend to overgive, honey. I know, trust me. I've been there. So God has been showing me, without me even knowing that this was linked to confidence, it's just been something that I've been experiencing, that I need to take my energy back from social media and take my energy back from men. Decenter men. Decenter men, 100%. Like, just, if you're not married, and even if you are, like, put your energy back onto yourself. Learn how to focus on you and focus on your health and your fitness, and again, your hobbies and things that you like, books that you like to read, shows that you want to binge. It doesn't matter. Put your energy back into you, and that in itself makes you extremely magnetic. That in itself, like, when you stop focusing on, because this is something that I've struggled with, when you stop focusing on who's watching you or who's looking at you or who, whatever, like, whatever other people are doing, right? And you just focus on you, and you're present in your moment, and you're here with yourself. That actually makes you very magnetic. So it's just so crazy how energy works. A lot of time we feel like if we focus on this person and we do all these things to get this person to notice us, and like, we reach out to them and we cook them the best dinner and we put on the lingerie and we whatever, do these things for these people, for these men or whatever, we feel like that's what's going to get them to notice us. But in reality, it does the complete opposite, because now you look desperate, and now you look like you don't value yourself because you're putting so much into this person. Like, they're looking at you like, well, I guess I'm the person that needs to be impressed, not her. Like, let me just sit back and take whatever she want to give me. Like, giving way too much to this man when y'all not even married. Girl, let's not talk about it, child. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. Now, yes, so when you put that energy into yourself, learn how to focus on yourself. Put your phone on do not disturb. If somebody's calling you, don't answer. If you're busy, if you don't feel like talking, don't talk. If you don't feel like talking, don't talk. Let me tell you something, because that's something that I've been adopting, baby. If I don't have the energy for you, I ain't got it. Like, if I only have energy to make this plate of food and watch my show, then that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to talk to you when I'm free. Because let me tell you something, you're not entitled to my time nor my energy. Period. Now, with this comes you inspiring people. So I don't know about you guys, but I definitely wanted to include this because it can be tricky when it comes to this. So when you start to pour into you, right, focus on yourself, and you start showing up for yourself, and you just start vibrating at this energy of authenticity, and you become super magnetic, because that's what happens, you know, you're going to inspire other people. And a lot of the times when you inspire those other people, they're not going to acknowledge that that you inspire them. Like, they're not going to give you a round of applause. They're not going to applaud you for your journey that you've experienced, all the inner work that you've done to get to where you are. They're not going to tag you in every post that they stole from you or whatever. Like, they're just not going to do that, right? Now, don't get me wrong, some people will, because I've received, even on my YouTube videos, I'm shocked sometimes at the people that are just the sweetest people on these comments, because I'm just like, I'm surprised that you even listening to the video, but I'm grateful and thank you guys. So you have to understand that you can't take it personal. And for me, it was and kind of is a struggle, because it's like, y'all don't know what I've been through to get to where I am, energetically, physically, like confidence wise, emotionally. The only person that's not even a human being that saw what I've been through to get here is the Most High. There's no person on this planet that have seen all the inner work that I've done, honey. The journaling, the crying, the affirmations. Nobody's seen it. So to take what I've been doing and try to claim it for yourself is blasphemy. Like, that's crazy, you know? And it triggers me sometimes a lot. I gotta be real with y'all. It triggers me because I'm just like, even on my fitness journey, I've been in the gym since 2018. I've had ups and downs in the gym very intensely. The gym is more than fitness for me. It is mental and emotional health. Like, it means so much to me. And the fact that I know people that have stolen, like, I just be like, but God is reminding me, like, listen, and I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Like, I have to be honest, I have to be real. That's what we do on this channel. Being in this type of a position, like the position in when you're when you've been through a lot of things and you put it on the forefront, you share your journey with people, you share the things that you've been through, you know, you're being authentically yourself, and you're showing up no matter how people criticize whatever and say whatever. That is the position of a leader. And I know some people can relate that are doing it. I know some people that can relate that want to do it but are afraid to because of judgment and stuff, whatever. I've been there as well. So it's like, when you are a natural born leader, what do leaders have? Followers. And I'm not saying it like in a bad way, but I'm saying you inspire people. That's just naturally what you do. When you go on the limb, you got to think about it. From where I come from, where I'm from, doing stuff like this, talking about stuff like this, being on a health journey, doing inner work, shadow work, being consistent on your health and your fitness, that's not, you don't see that where I come from a lot of times. So when I say leader, it's not about like, oh, putting myself above anyone else, but it's about when you take personal responsibility and accountability for the things that you've been through, and you work every day consistently, no matter ups, downs, you know, you fall off, whatever, but you get back on your feet to heal the things that you've been through. And then you take those things and put them for the world to see, no matter if you're fearful of judgment, which I struggle with, no matter if you're fearful of whatever, offending people or whatever, you still put it out there. You are now in the position of being a leader, period. Like, you just show up and you're like, listen, I know that this, the things that I've been through are real and raw. And no matter what social media says, or no matter whatever it says, we all experience these real raw things that people are afraid to talk about. So let me be one of the first, and not obviously one of the first, but like, let me be someone that can talk about it, and hopefully it can help someone, whatever. You cannot take it personal when people react in those types of ways. Like, it's nice, it's lovely when people give you props and tell you how you inspire them. That's great. Obviously, you shouldn't let that boost your ego either, but it really does trigger sometimes when you see people like get your own thing, or like show up in your authentic way. You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta act like you a fitness guru when you know you don't work out? Like, what are you doing? So definitely wanted to add that, because with confidence, with stepping into that role of authenticity, you attract all types of stuff, which is why you need to build boundaries and stuff like that. When you become magnetic, you don't just become magnetic to things that you want to be magnetic to. Now, don't get me wrong, when you shift your energy, when you do that inner work, you do, attract more high vibrational things than before. Yes, but you got to think about it. Like, I don't like using the word celebrities and stuff, but with celebrities and stuff like that, they don't just attract people that support them, they attract crazy people. Some of them have stalkers. Like, they attract all types of stuff. So it takes true confidence, true like trust in God to step into a role like this, or step into your authentic self and vibrate in such a state of magnetism. Because I've had a stalker. I don't even want to talk about it, y'all. I've experienced so many things, and I'm not even like, I don't even have 10,000 followers on Instagram. Like, I don't even like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just about the vibration. Hopefully you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.